I am Sharp Cooper, and my position here at the University of Sunderland is that of a senior lecturer in operations management. I look after programs that has to do with applied management. Any management decision making, that's the kind of things we deal with. The University of Sunderland is known for the quality of teaching, student support. We have international presence. We have 3 campuses, Sunderland, London, the other in Hong Kong. We consider all 3 locations as our on-campus students. We design the programs, they get delivered at those locations. So in theory, our students actually spread across the globe, and we support both undergraduate programs and postgraduate programs. We also have research students and CPDs, where continuous personal development and professional development, where we support people in industry. So our remit is quite wide in terms of their portfolio of what we offer to trainers, learners, and students. The partners like Study Now is very important to us because we'll be able to understand what we do in depth, and we're able to have conversation and collaborate. It gives us the chance to widen our outreach to a number of students that Study Now brings to us. We're also able to look at designing programs that are purposeful for partners in terms of their markets and how we reach those markets. Because at the end of it all, one of our vision is to actually change lives for good. Obviously, we need to understand what our learners want, and then we're able to design programs that meet that requirements as posed to us by our partners, and then by default, our students and learners. So that way, we are able to promote learning in a wider and purposefully designed for the individuals within the learning things that we have. That reach is very important to us. We pride ourselves in not knowing everything, but we know enough to be able to service the need of our students and our learners and our partners for that matter. We have a lot of opportunities. The university has several departments that support the learning and teaching curriculum. So where academics looks at the design, the content, and the delivery for a better output in terms of the learning, we also align our thinking and the learning outcomes to the different departments, such as the graduate prospects that help students to develop good CVs and have practices with interview skills. We have the marketing hub, where a number of employers come in to talk to us and students are placed with them. We have Sunderland Futures that looks at a number of organizations. So our students are able to have that kind of internship and consultancy to deal with dynamic organizations, literally looking at individual problems. We recently went to Hanoi in the Northeast, major auto manufacturers, where our students were dealing with supply chain issues and literally providing solutions to company directors and senior management in terms of what issues there were within that supply chain, and also looking at the bottom line in terms of the profitability, productivity, and the efficacy of those businesses and business decisions within that operation. We currently have a number of our students within local governments. Other universities actually come to us to look at how our students can help solve issues that they're going through within their operations. So we have the opportunities for students to have the hands-on knowledge of talking to employers and then actually working with employers with the support of academic staff within the university system. We tend to be able to settle our students in so that they get an insight into what to expect. So the learning culture, what they expect from us, what we expect from them, and there's a clear understanding of how our facilities meet that requirement, so that together we can move forward and then get the kind of things that we measured against, which is to do with how students engage with us, how they progress, and how they actually succeed in their qualifications. We always at the forefront of looking at what is available to us. So we very often look at the gaps within our processes. We look at the gaps within our systems and how we can then begin to streamline those so that is effortlessly linking to students' recruitment, well-being, because we have to build that into it. We also understand that life happens whether you're a student or not. So the university is looking at increasing the insights that we have as to how our students are performing on a day-to-day basis. For international students, the culture shock is there, but we have the capability to support students to learn and understand and embed their current cultures by understanding how their cultures meet with the cultures here in the UK. One of the things students talk to more often than not is the change in weather. Obviously, when you come from a warmer climate to come here, the first thing that hits you is the weather. But the facilities we have meet the climate change that students will experience, and we're able to support our students by actually letting them know what the current weather is like before they even leave their home countries. So they're ready and they come here ready. We at Sunderland really pride ourselves in understanding the globalization nature of learning because our courses are robust. So we design programs, we design modules, we design content that talks to students' requirements so that when students leave us, that learning is robust enough for them to take to their countries. One of the things we have at the minute, we've literally just had amalgamation. So the business school is now linked to the technology faculty. So we now have one business faculty and technology working together. So we're looking at skills of the future where technology is embedded in our programs across from undergraduates to postgraduate students. The knowledge will actually make it easier for that transition to take place. Most of our programs have already inbuilt with technology infused materials. So where students literally can use modern media to solve problems and actually gather data so that they're able to analyze those data and present modern day issues within businesses and provide that kind of insight into how theoretical knowledge translates to practical applications and design of business processes, and actually looking at how decision making can be faster and more accurate by data analytics. We also provide examples of how working relationships are in the UK through a strategic leadership, understanding of international business in context, and we also look at the digitalization. So how you manage human resources from one location to the other, should you have variety of locations of the business. And one of the things we promote very strongly is the employability and the application of the theoretical knowledge into practical applications. So for an international student, we're able to build on what they come in with in terms of the quality, the attributes, and the future skills in employment and business support and superior leadership within organizations, and then also look at how they develop that through research and business improvement on a continuous basis. So it's not just learning for learning's sake. We pride ourselves in looking at the application of those lessons and how they can be applied wherever the students find themselves in employment.